What's going on, guys? It's Ben and I am back for another video. In this one, we're going over my December 2020 online income report. So if you guys are new to the channel, I talk about e-commerce, side hustles, print on demand, and making money online. So if you guys are interested in that stuff, subscribe to the channel. But in this video, we're going over my 8 online income sources that help me generate over $1,000 in semi-passive income. So we're gonna break down some high-level metrics and I'm gonna show you guys how much I made from each of these different online income sources. So let's go ahead and hop right in. All right, guys, so here we are on the blog. I know some of you guys prefer reading content, so I'll put a link to this down below in the description. And yes, my blog is not amazing right now. I am gonna revamp it in 2021, so be on the lookout for that as well. Now that being said, let's go ahead and hop in. So as you guys can see, in total, I made $1,090.02. If you guys have been following along, in November, I posted my income report and I made $1,062-ish. For the most part in 2020, this business has been very hands-off for me. I was working 2 jobs, so I didn't have a lot of time to put into stuff, but now I'm finally kind of getting back in the swing of things. So in December, I added some new products to merch, about 130-ish. I published 4 or 5 new YouTube videos, 2 new blog posts, and I'm trying to experiment with some other stuff. So I added a story on Medium. I'll link to down below in case you guys are interested. And then I'm also getting on Reddit, Twitter, etc. So I'm just kind of trying to get up to speed with everything. But in total, my income came from 8 different sources. And I'm gonna put timestamps up somewhere on the screen so you guys can kind of jump around if you want. But the 8 sources were merch by Amazon, YouTube, KDP, and that was low and no content notebooks, Spreadshirt, Redbubble, Etsy, affiliate income, and then Amazon print on demand. So not merch by Amazon, but actually selling print on demand products on Seller Central, which I'll touch on maybe a little bit in this video and maybe in future videos. So to break this down, overall, this month was up and this was my highest income month, but I did get hurt by Etsy because I had all of my products renew this month. So I got hit with the listing fees, which was about $416. So Etsy was actually a net loss for me. I think if I didn't have those listing fees, I would have been made about an additional $300 to this number. So I probably would have been closer to $1,400. But cost of doing business. So anyway, just the breakdown really quick. Merch by Amazon is always the biggest. The US was 57% of my income. Great Britain was 6%, and then I had a sale in Italy, so my first European sale. And then YouTube comes in second, and then the other ones kind of trickle down here. So YouTube was 19%. But let's go ahead and get into kind of the meat of this. So merch by Amazon, I generated $757 in royalties. So I sold 262 total products. Revenue, as you guys can see, $4,577. And my total royalty payout between the 3 markets I sold in was $757, so about $2.89 per unit. So this is my single biggest month ever. My last largest month was December of 2018. So December 2019 actually was a little slower for me. But this month I sold more total units and my royalties are way up. If you guys have been, long time kind of following along, I used to only make like $2.10, I want to say, per unit. So I did increase those prices like a year ago. So my royalties are improving, but not much has changed other than that. I'm still at tier 4,000. I did add, 130-ish new products, mostly phone cases, and some to the other European markets just to test things out. So I have 3,604 live listings and I'm trying to max this out. I think that I should be able to tier up within the next 1 to 2 months. So my goal is to max this out, get it tiered up to tier 6,000, and then again, kind of start the process over again. So the US, I sold 243 units, 10 returns, and made $675, $278 per sale. And no surprises here, right? It's t-shirts are the best, pop sockets number 2. The UK market, I sold 18 units and made a royalty of $57.84, which is about $70, I think I have it up here, $79 in US dollars. So this was my best month in the UK overall. My previous best month was November and I sold only 10 units. I don't have a ton of listings there, but I'm trying to slowly expand as I get slots opened up. And then finally, the big one, the exciting one, is Italy. I had a sale, so I finally actually sold something in one of the European markets. And the funny thing here is I just use Google Translate and the design itself is actually in English. So, again, it's crazy, but people will buy stuff, maybe there's English speakers, in these other countries that want a product, or who knows why they want these products, but yes, someone did buy in Italy, so that was cool. So that is it for merch by Amazon. That's my biggest income stream. The next one is YouTube. So YouTube, Google AdSense. This is obviously the ads playing before, in the middle, after these videos. And in total, this month I did publish 4 or 5 new videos. And so 5 new videos. So my channel, all the metrics did start to go back up, which was awesome. So in total, I got 205,000 impressions, 15,000 views, 1,400 watch time hours, 305 subscribers, and my total count roughly is about 8,100 subscribers right now. And then this was my highest month ever as far as revenue goes, so $227.75. And I've said this in my other videos, but it's definitely the 80-20 rule. I have, if I scroll down a little bit, these 5 videos really make the majority of my income. So these are kind of these bring in the majority of this money. I think this number one video brings in maybe like $40 or $50 a month, which is obviously significant. So in total, I mean, the channel views were up like 30%. Everything was up almost like 30%. Watch time was up 30%, subscribers gained 30%, and revenue up 30%. And this is all just because I started actually publishing content again, which is totally a shocker, right? So as you guys can see here, I took a long gap. This year, before this month, I had only published 1, 2, 3, 4, like 6 videos. And then this month I published another 4 or 5. So 10 or 11 for the entire year. And for the entire year, I made close to $2,000. So nothing crazy, but this is, pretty passive. Now I want to get a lot more active on YouTube. I just published a video the other day, just kind of breaking down YouTube in general and how you make money. If you guys are interested in that, I'll throw a link down below. But as you guys can see here, top 5 videos. And so Spreadshirt, KDP, eBay, and Printful. This was an old video, and then Printify and Etsy. So those are my top 5. Ironically, not very many about merch by Amazon, which is weird since that's the majority of what I talk about on this channel, but I guess people are starting to look for other stuff. So anyway, that is it for YouTube. We are on to KDP. So KDP, I'm just going to preface this. People always ask me, why is it so low? Why am I making so little? Because I have 851 books live. The reason is because I literally spent like a weekend and used, I think, BookBolt to just automatically turn all my merch by Amazon listings or designs into covers, and then did simple line journals. But a lot of them are really, really bad. So they're not good quality listings, and I didn't really do any keyword research or optimization. So, it took me a weekend, and I'm still making, about $200 a year, as you guys can see here. So yeah, it's not great, but for a weekend's work, it's not bad. But KDP, I definitely want to focus a lot more on in the new year. So moral of the story is December, I made $16.79. From the sale of 9 books. And again, same deal. I have 1 book that pretty much sells like half of my units every single month. But in total, you guys can see for the year I made $207. And this is a platform, I know I've been saying this for a while, but in 2021, I am going to put in a little bit more time and actually try to get some high quality books put out. I'd like to get 1,000 or so books that are actually good quality. And I will do content on that once I actually start getting into that process. So that's pretty much it for KDP. We are on to Spreadshirt. So Spreadshirt, I love Spreadshirt. It is so hands-off. I haven't done anything on this platform at all since I've initially listed all of my products, which was, I think, maybe over a year ago. So this month I sold 12 units, $338 in revenue. And then, as you guys can see here, my royalty payout was $47.87. And I made about $3.99 per unit. I do not use the storefront. I only use the marketplace. So I can't choose any of my pricing. It's all automated. I forget what the margins are, but you guys can probably calculate it from seeing these numbers. So again, very hands-off. I'm selling mostly t-shirts, a sticker or something every once in a while, and then sweatshirts have picked up a lot. Obviously, it's winter in the US, so those are picking up as well, and they have really strong royalties, like $6, $7 per sale. So this has been a nice little piece of passive income. I think last month I was closer to like $37. Normally it's probably more like $15 to $25 a month, but nothing crazy here. I don't have to touch anything at all. So that is it for Spreadshirt. Next is Redbubble. I only sold 2 products here. Redbubble has been very slow. I only have maybe 150 listings up. So I made $4.41. I said this in my previous video. I had an old account It got shut down. No idea why. I reached out multiple times. They never got back to me. No trademark or issues or anything like that. And that account was doing between $25 and $50 a month. So I did create a new one under a business entity, and that one, again, I haven't put a lot of time into this, but it is still kind of churning out sales here and there. So I will upload the rest of my portfolio here, and I'm pretty confident once I do that I'll be making closer to that $25, $50 plus again. So I will keep you guys posted on that. But that is Redbubble. And just FYI, Redbubble does have more traffic than I think any of those other like third-party websites. So I would probably focus on Redbubble, but I'll have to fact check that and get back to you guys. I just wanted to throw that out there. So anyway, the next one's Etsy. Etsy, obviously this was a kind of a nightmare when you look at it right now. I mean, minus $84 is not great. But the thing is I had the best month ever. So I actually sold 61 units. My revenue was almost $1,300. My royalty, obviously, my payout was negative $84. It cost me $84 because I had to do all of my listings. I had to renew all of them, and that cost me about $416. So if you guys look here, my actual breakdown is that the Etsy fees and taxes were only $68, and then the cost of goods, so with Printful and Printify, was $887. So without this $416 fee, again, I probably would have had, close to like $300-ish here extra. So I would have had an overall, month that would have been closer to $1,400 in profit. But otherwise, Etsy's doing great. I mean, you guys can see here, my metrics are way up. So revenue, this was the highest revenue month of the year. It was the highest on orders. I mean, it's all common sense. It was Q4, so this was kind of to be expected. But this dotted line here is last year. So even over last year, this was a phenomenal year for my Etsy store. And I do plan to kind of expand this going forward. So I want to launch a few new shops. If you guys, by the way, if you guys want to hear about any of my other goals or like things that I want to do in 2021, let me know in the comments below. Maybe I can create a separate video on that. But this is one thing I want to work on in the new year. All right, next, second to last is Amazon Print on Demand. So I don't see a lot of people talking about this. I know Ryan Hogue, I think, talks about this, and there are a few other people on YouTube talking about it, but essentially just using Printful, Printify, whatever your third-party company is, and then just creating listings on Amazon or whatever, other website, Shopify, there's a ton out there, but eBay, etc. And then just, again, collecting sales there. So I do have some listings on Seller Central, Amazon Seller Central. And so I did get 2 orders in the month of December, and the net profit from those 2 orders was $16.58. So not a ton on this right now, but in future videos, I do want to break this down more. I am going to spend more time again going into this as well. I have a lot of work to do, as you guys can probably tell. But anyway, that is a new kind of vertical that I'm adding as well. So that is something I'm going to spend more time on in the new year. And then finally, the last one is affiliate income. I love affiliate income. I'm still learning this quite a bit. So if you guys have tips, let me know. But these are the links that are below videos, that are in my blog posts, etc. Pretty much anytime I'm referring someone to sign up for a service that I use or that I like, sometimes, with a discount or whatever, you guys buy me a cup of coffee. The company, rewards you by paying you out to say, hey, thanks for sending someone over our way. So I do have a bunch of these, but the main ones that are actually like paying me out are Shopify and then Printify. So you guys can see here, Shopify, I had 2 conversions, and so the payout was $58. Printify, I had a number of conversions. Printify, I only get a payout if someone is actually, successful on the platform. So essentially, I get paid out based on what they're selling. So that person's making money already, and then based on whatever they're selling, that's how much I get. A small percentage of that. It's very small. But because of this one video that's done pretty well on this is one of my top videos, but this one video alone has pretty much generated all of my affiliate income around Printify. And I think, right here you guys can see. So in total, from this one video alone, I've generated about $300 from Printify's affiliate income program. Which is pretty cool, and that just kind of shows you the power of creating content. And it's not a viral video, but it's definitely performed better than most of my other videos, and because of that, obviously more people have seen it and more people have converted. So that's kind of cool to see. But I'm still learning a ton about affiliate income. Probably not going to really push this stuff. I just kind of put links in places, but that's, probably the extent of it. So anyway, Shopify is the last part of this, and I did have 2 people that signed up. One was from this month and one from November. And the way Shopify works is you get 2x the sign-up value. So if someone's paying for like Shopify Basic and it's $29 a month, I'll get paid $29 the first month and $29 the second month, as long as they stay a customer. So I got $58 here, and I think I made $29 in November. So anyway, I had 1 new sign-up. So I'm not getting a lot of traffic here. I only had 5 clicks, and that converted to 1 new sign-up and a total of $58. So that is pretty much it, guys. That's a wrap for this income report. So again, just to summarize, the total was $1,090.02 from my 8 different income streams. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'll say this in every video, or try to, but I'm not doing any of this stuff to brag about my income, but more to document the process and kind of, show you guys that it can be done, and even if you have a full-time job, all that stuff, because that's the kind of stuff I wanted to see when I was trying to get into this world of building online income streams. And to a lot of you, this probably isn't a lot of money. This, might be just, nothing crazy, but it's cool to see what is able to be achieved if you guys just kind of work on this slowly over time, or, you can go at your own speed. So that's it for this video. I'll stop myself from rambling. Check the description down below if you guys want to see any of the things I talked about. And subscribe to the channel if you want to learn more about e-commerce, print on demand, or anything else. But with that being said, guys, I will see you in the next one. Cheers.